Because I'm with you through thick and thin, whatever trouble you are in. I don't care whatever you do, just know that I love you. Oh, oh, I love you.
Well, hello, and welcome back to the Smokin' Joe Show. I, myself, am Smokin' Joe. This is Season 2, Episode 18. We are barreling through Season 2. Thank you all for joining us. What I like to say first and foremost is to please share this video as we are on Facebook. Share it, because the more people in the chat, you get to hang out, especially as it gets colder and we see each other less outside of these events. You can come and hang out virtually with me and my friends here live, so please share. I'd appreciate it very much. But if you're watching in the future on YouTube, go ahead and please subscribe, to my channel, because you'll get informed as new videos come out, as the new Smokin' Joe shows come out. You can be the utmost readiness for the new Smokin' Joe content. This week, my guest is Courtney Krause, and I believe you're from Iowa. I'm also from Iowa. We are Iowans here. We're going to have a nice chat, probably a little bit about Iowa, but there's only so much to say. But I would also like to, last week recap, we had Dustin Wayne. We talked about all sorts of art, imagination, future plans, travel plans. Dustin Wayne was a wonderful, wonderful guest, and he had he did an amazing rendition of Creep by Radiohead. I haven't really heard him sing before we did, and it was amazing. So if you missed it, check it out, of course, on YouTube and our past videos. Hey, John Hansen just walked in. Hello, John. One of my favorite people in the world, and also my drummer. Please, let's see, we're going to give lots of thanks to our sponsor, Shadow Wick Creations. Shadow Wick has an exclusive monthly Galactic Get Down candle collection where all the proceeds go to the Galactic Get Down, so they are just helping us build a better festival by making these candles. Each month features 3 unique candles inspired by Galactic Get Down. Buy a candle to show your support for Galactic Get Down. For more information on the Galactic Get Down candle collection and all the great products from Shadow Wick, check out their Etsy page, etsy.com/shop/Shadow Wick Creations. I also, for the very first time, would like to thank all my patrons. I have 11 of you. Look, and that's us aboard the Smokin' Joe Enterprise. I went all out with the theming of the patrons. You start out at the $10 level as an ensign, and you receive, this is very, very small, but this nice sticker. And then the lieutenant gets this sticker, and it goes up. Oh, these are high quality stickers from Vinyl here in Minneapolis. They actually messed up my order in a good way. They're like, these stickers are way nicer than what you ordered. I'm like, well, that is dope. So thank you, patrons. I have a list. Every lieutenant on the Smokin' Joe Enterprise will be thanked every week on this show, but I thought it would be nice to thank the first 11 people who subscribed to me. They literally subscribed to me and whatever content I produce, which is super cool. So on the ensign rank, we have Aaron Kelly, Emily Anderson, Crystal Kern, Amanda Mayotte, Keiko, it's just what she listed as, Dustin Wayne, Matthew Probst, Leslie Reynolds, and Shelley Stern, and my lieutenants, Caitlin Paxton and Penny Head Films, also known as Ben Katz. So thank you all so much. I've promised these people many things, and many things I have already done, the things I promised, but I told them I'm going to get them each a postcard and send them a postcard with funny anecdote. But I decided I would wait to send the stickers with the postcards, and I'm going to get these postcards while my wife and I are traveling in California next week. What?
They're scratch resistant.
My wife would like you to know that these stickers are scratch resistant. I had moved on from the stickers, but there is more. But I'm going to send the stickers with the postcards that I get in California while my wife and I are on vacation. I thought that'd be a lot more fun than going to Cub Foods in Minnesota and being like, I live here. So we're going to go to Tahoe, we're going to go to the Redwoods, we're going to go to the beach, we're going to do a bunch of stuff. We're renting a van, because my lead singer, Dead Larry Mark, he's getting married a week from Saturday, so we're going to go out early and just have a nice little couples vacation, drive around a van in California. But if you would like to see my newest music video, really silly videos of myself, access to all sorts of old Joe music, join my Patreon, www.patreon.com/SmokinJoeMusic. I'll have my wife throw up the link in the comments right now.
What is it?
Patreon.com/SmokinJoeMusic. It's new. It's a new thing. But I really appreciate it. It's like a month. It's like basically helping me pay to keep my art going. I really appreciate it. But all that being said, let's move on to the weekend get down. What's getting down around town this weekend? The weekend get down. Star Wars is what's happening. Fucking Star Wars is happening today through Sunday. They are doing The Empire Strikes Back. They have the Minnesota Orchestra led by Sarah Hicks is playing the score along with the movie every day. I'm very bummed I won't be able to go. I have a few other things that I'm doing. But if you are free this weekend, go see the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back with the Minnesota Orchestra. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Also, let's see, tomorrow, Friday, the Rush Tribute Project, live at the Caboose. Always got to love supporting the Caboose. They're pleased to return to the Caboose for another full evening of Rush classics. I do love Rush. It took me a while. You know, I was raised on 90s music, and then Rush is not anywhere near 90s. It's very 80s. It's, you know, you can't rush into it. You got to rush in. Anyway, so check out Rush at the Caboose. Also going on Friday, the Australian Pink Floyd show at Mystic Lake Casino Hotel. So if you love Pink Floyd and Australia, go see the Australian Pink Floyd show. What makes it different? I don't know. We'll read. Renowned for their legendary ability to reproduce the complete Pink Floyd experience, the Australian Pink Floyd show will take you to the dark side of the moon and back. This immersive performance features a stunning light and laser show, video animations, and other epic special effects. Beloved by fans worldwide for over 30 years, see why the Australian Pink Floyd show was engaged by none other than Pink Floyd's David Gilmour for his own 50th birthday celebration. So you're telling me that David Gilmour rented the Australian Pink Floyd show for his 50th birthday party? That's weird. It's a little weird. Like, I'm gonna book my own band, but the Australian version.
It was really cool. John surprised me one year for my birthday.
So I have personal accounts, so this is dope.
It was really good.
So.
They did a really good job.
But, sorry Pink Floyd show, I will be very, very busy down at Harmony Park for the Front Porch Hoedown, the last gas music festival in our scene. It's not for the faint of heart, only the professionals, hence we call it the Pro Bowl. Only 700 tickets are being sold to this, and it is rain or shine or snow or whatever.
Sure.
It is not for the faint of heart. This is a hardcore festival for us hardcore local kids. The music lineup is all homies. We got Useful Jenkins, Heatbox, Dead Larry, Lazy Lightning 420, recreating October 5th, 1970 Grateful Dead concert at Winterland Arena. So not only are they covering the Dead, they're covering a concert exactly, which I know all you Deadheads out there love that shit. So they're doing that. Also, Big Zach is doing a More Than Lights show. We have Bloodies with Bob, Pat, and Buddies, which will be myself, Benj Karen, a bunch of other folks. The Immaculate Beings, Max Graham and fam, I'm playing congas with them. Michael Wright and the Wrongs, The Northern Medicine, Saber Ray Daniels featuring Joe Dunn of Frogleg and Joe Barron of Space Monkey Mafia. Smokin' Joe has a couple sets as well. Me and my friends, Space Monkey Mafia, and Whiskey for the Lady. I love Whiskey for the Lady. They played at Galactic Get Down. They are a bluegrass thrash metal band. So they combine metal and bluegrass, which is interesting. One of their hit songs is Square Mosh. So it's combines square dancing and moshing with full instructions in the song. It's very fun. I know, the things people think of. Can't get too shticky for me though. Also October 5th, so that's going on October 4th and 5th. Down at Harmony Park. Get your tickets right now. I'll be there all weekend running the merch. I'm playing 5 sets. It's gonna be fun. Also October 5th here in Minneapolis, we have Shout Out Loud Suicide Prevention and Resource Awareness event, featuring the Big Woo, Divine Collection, Jill and the New Groove, Rare Medium, Hello Imposter, Elmarie Mars Band, Soul Sisters. Laura and Lisa are teaming up once again to hold the 2nd annual Shout Out Loud Suicide Prevention and Resource Awareness event on October 5th, 2019 at the Rec Center ROC in St. Louis Park. Our main goal with Shout Out Loud is to normalize the conversation about suicide prevention in our community and encourage participation in local wellness resources. I couldn't support this enough. I mean, I wish I could be there, but otherwise they definitely have my support from the show and all over. I mean, my life and everyone's life that I know has been touched somewhat by suicide. And it's a real thing, and normalizing the conversation is just a great step in helping prevent needless death in our community, even more needless death in our community. This event will be family friendly with a focus on mental and physical wellness activities for all ages to enjoy. Think of a backyard carnival with fun games, local bands, food trucks, raffle prizes, an art sale, and more. So that definitely deserves your time and attention. Let's see, more stuff in the cities. At the Hook and Ladder, Break On Through, a Doors tribute. That's going to be a raunchy old time, a full night of the Doors songs featuring the strong, soulful vocals of John Sullivan, the Breakthrough All-Stars, and many special guests. If you don't know John Sullivan, you'll get to know him very well. John Sullivan is a wonderful vocalist, just coming up in the scene. He sings with Graham and Fam. He used to sing with Basement Brew, and he sings all over the place and all sorts of stuff. I definitely recommend checking out his Doors tribute. And also on the 5th in Minneapolis, not a shortage of things to do, John Wayne the Pain, his only show in town, I believe, for the rest of the year, joined by Chase Mackay of Medicine for the People, who we saw at Galactic Get Down this year, and Richard Wagner. Very excited to announce their only Minneapolis show until next spring with Chase Mackay music, Richard Wagner, and official CD release of John Wayne's new album, Johnny Wayne. I saw Johnny Wayne. It's much more heartfelt. If you've been into John Wayne since the beginning, it's like it was at the very beginning. It's like a 3-piece singer-songwriter, and it leaves all the dubstep stuff behind, which some people like, some people don't, but just to give you an idea of what it's like. Wookie Foot, and where is this? Wisconsin? Wookie Foot in Wisconsin, they're starting their winter tour. What is Wookie Foot? What isn't Wookie Foot? Wookie Foot is a band, a nonprofit, a circus, a philosophy, and a community of globe-trekking bliss junkies and believers that are the fuel to keep this tribadelic spaceship going. That's catchy. Wookie Foot's live sets are an always inspiring and entertaining barrage of sonic and visual stimulation. The fast-paced circus-like set has been called a short attention span musical theater. That's true. These live performances are a one-of-a-kind experience that mixes reggae, world beat, hip-hop, Irish, funk, folk, rock, and more with a large band featuring everything from a vintage Hammond organ to bagpipes. Combine that with a mind-blowing stage show that may include anything such as a light show, projection, costume, fire, dancers, aerialists, magic, clowns, puppets, and etc. You better buckle up. Welcome, and thank you for riding Wookie Foot. That was close to how they say it on the album. Anyway, so Wookie Foot, you know them, you love them. They've helped us guide us through this festival lifestyle. They will be at the Plus in Eau Claire with special guest Heatbox. Coming up later on in the month, we have Get Down Enterprises has 2 shows that we would really like you to attend this Halloween season. The first of which is Skalloween. Skalloween, Space Monkey Mafia's biggest show of the year. If you like ska and you like Halloween, Skalloween. So come buy merch from my wife at the merch booth. Space Monkey Mafia, Rocksteady Breakfast, The Prize Fighters, and Something to Do from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It'll be a fun-filled night of ska music, live art, drinks, tricks, and treats at the Turf Club on October 25th. And on actual Halloween day, the Monster Mashup is the big show with Dead Larry, Burbillies, Max Graham and Fam, and Dream of the Wild. Dead Larry's doing a full set of Flaming Lips, which is very exciting. Burbillies are doing what the Burbillies do. They don't really need a special Halloween occasion. They just are that way. Max Graham is doing a special cover set, I believe like 70s stuff. And then the Grateful Dead and Ween tribute set by Dream of the Wild. So tickets are $12 in advance, $15 at the door, starts at 8. It's gonna be super fun. So that's about it for the weekend Get Down. That was a big one, but it's October. We're getting back into bar season. Festival season's over around here. Getting back into the bar season and theaters, and hopefully larger theaters too. Bars get a little boring for me. But let's introduce our first video. It's a video we took earlier this year, way back at the beginning of festival season. We started our festival season with Benji, Chuck, Pat of Useful Jenkins and the crew at Revival. We're ending it with them at Front Porch Hoedown. And this is a video we recorded all together backstage at Revival before all the magic started. And the song, of course, is my favorite Useful song to play, and that is Waitin' to Die. Here you go. All right, so we'll do the song. We'll let these guys get back to work. We're going to do the song that we all know very easily. Do you want to start?
Hey, if when I'm doing a break, it's probably easier if you just bring levels down, otherwise it's kind
So won't you come outside? There's a beautiful world and it's waiting for you. And I know it might seem like it's all just a waste of time. Sometimes you gotta decide, are you really alive? Or are you just waiting to die? Waiting to die.
Just too easy to give up the fight and place the blame. Scream my name, point your crooked finger, cause it's all the same. It's just a dirty little game that we keep playing. Well, the dirty little lies from the dirty little brain. Hard to maintain when you're locked away. Time to open up the doors, we're coming out to play. Cause the sun is in the sky and it's a beautiful day. The doors are wide open, so what do you say now?
Won't you come outside? There's a beautiful world and it's waiting for you. It might seem like it's all just a waste of time. Sometimes but you gotta decide, are you really alive? Or are you just waiting to die? Won't you come outside? There's a beautiful world and it's waiting for you. And I know it might seem like it's all just a waste of time. Sometimes but you gotta decide, are you really alive? Or are you just waiting to die? Waiting to die. Won't you come outside? There's a beautiful world that's waiting for you. And I know it might seem like it's all just a waste of time. Sometimes but you gotta decide, are you really alive? Or are you just waiting to die? Won't you come outside? There's a beautiful world that's waiting for you. Waste of time sometimes, but you gotta decide, are you really alive? Or are you just waiting to die? Waiting to die. Just end on a random G like that. Yeah.
Yay! And we're back. Hey everybody, we are back. That was me in the past playing with my friends. And this is Courtney Krause here. First time Smokin' Joe shower. We usually like to, not repeat too much. How's it going? How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
This is a nice place.
It is. It's nice. It's you feel like you're in the real studio because you are. But it's not like too fancy. There aren't like producers barking orders and stuff.
It's
counting down.
Perfect amount of fancy.
Yeah.
And very homey too.
And then you'll forever be on, or maybe not forever, I guess, as long as Channel 17 in Minneapolis exists, you will be, what's the word where they play? Syndicated. You will be syndicated.
Vindicated and syndicated by the Minneapolis television station.
The Minneapolis television station here. So we're going to play a game. It's pretty much high-low, but we renamed it Bigger, Smaller. So we love trivia here on this show, and we mentioned it was trivia earlier, and you were happy about that.
Well, we were just talking prior to this about games, because we were like, I wonder what game it's going to be, and we go, as long as it's not trivia.
Well, it's
so
only
I'm
part trivia and part cards.
Okay.
So it's like Card Sharks, part cards, part trivia. We have Crystal, the lovely Crystal, assistant, has the questions as per usual. But what happens is if we get a question right, we take this and flip it over. I won't. And then I decide, based on the card, whether I want to go higher or lower. And whoever gets all their cards flipped over first wins. And if I get higher, good, keep going. You'll see we got this cool little split screen. Look at this. Split screen right here. So we will let you start since you are the guest. Answer the first question. Sock it to us.
All right. In which country did Halloween originate?
In which country did Halloween originate? I do not know this, so I'm glad you went first.
Is it Mexico? No.
Do I have to answer the same question? Or do I get a different question? John? Should I try and answer the same question? All right. Germany?
Closer.
Austria. Luxembourg. Where was it? I think we both guessed and we both guessed it wrong. You can tell. Hi. You can tell us the answers. What's the answer?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yep.
Halloween originated in Ireland.
They get all the good ones.
Yeah.
Good job.
Although St. Patrick's Day doesn't exist there, right?
Yeah, that's our poor
That's our.
appropriation.
But you know, it's like we like to drink. And green, spring, fuck it, let's do it. All right, so back to you. So far, we're both not good at this.
No. It's gonna take a turn.
This one might be easier.
Great.
Take a turn.
Catholic Church holiday is Halloween linked to?
I pretty much just answered that.
Which Catholic holiday?
Yes.
I have a guess, but only
It's
because
linked to Halloween.
I only remember this because of.
Day of the Dead? Or
No, that's
Oh.
Mexico.
damn, I just want to stay there.
They have a Halloween-esque day, which is Day of the Dead. But I'm gonna say All Hallows Eve.
But I think of Catholicism and where that's
Is that it?
very potent.
Is that what it is?
All Saints Day.
All Saints Day.
Hallows Day.
Hallows Day.
Yeah.
Here on the Smokin' Joe Show, we're gonna learn about
We're
Halloween
gonna learn about
again.
Halloween today.
Going back.
Feel free if I guess it's delayed. Never mind. I was going to tell the audience to cheat for me.
No, don't be doing that.
I didn't. I said I was going to do that.
Okay, well here's maybe an easier one. From which words did bonfire originate?
Bonfire. John, do you know?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn? What was the question? Would you repeat the question?
Which words did bonfire originate?
Which words?
Yes.
Like English words?
Yes.
Bonafide fired side. What is it? Wait, no, don't say it. Now you got to guess.
Just guess.
I really want it to be like Bon Iver, but it's not.
Bon Iver.
I'm gonna pass. Hard pass.
Bone and fire.
Bone and fire.
Bone and fire? Bone fire? Why didn't we just keep it bone fire? We just drop the E?
Do you guys know this too? Okay, everyone's
No.
shaking their heads, I swear.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, everybody should know this one.
right.
Everybody in this room should know
All right,
this
well
one.
then you go.
Every Halloween, Charlie Brown helps his friend Linus wait for what character to appear?
I do know this. I definitely do. Don't say
It's
it.
the show they play for Halloween every single year.
I didn't watch TV as a
Yeah, I was
kid.
gonna say, some people
I'm gonna
didn't have TVs.
I'm gonna hard pass.
It's the Great Pumpkin.
Yes.
It's the Great Pumpkin. All right.
Yes.
We got a card. I got a card, everybody. Card
Thanks
is,
for staying with us there.
Thank you. Yes, apparently we need to brush up on our Halloween facts.
And here's the answers.
I don't have a drawer, but I got a jack. I'm gonna say lower.
Okay.
There's a 9. I'm gonna say lower again. It is a 6. Gonna say higher than a 6. 7. I'm gonna freeze it. And we'll go back to questions. You can freeze it. See, freeze it. And then when I come back, I draw out another card. That's just so you know the rules.
All right, ready?
Yes. Yes.
This one's kind of weird, but
All the burning bodies or a
according to
bonfire.
superstition,
You don't have to say anything?
No.
Bloody Mary.
That's what I thought.
No.
It's so
That's the only thing I know with a mirror.
I really thought this was my
If I
Slumdog
stare-
Millionaire
if
moment.
I stare,
Everything that ever happened in my life,
If I
was
stare
gonna
into
know
a
every
mirror-
single answer.
yeah,
If you stare into a mirror
at midnight,
what will you, on Halloween, what will you see?
the moment of your death.
That would be a great answer.
You go red rum, red rum.
Yeah,
red
what do you see?
rum.
What do you see? Some
Your
pu-
future husband or wife?
That is terrifying.
well, hopefully I would see. Hopefully I would see my current wife. You know, kind of a buzzkill, and then it would really change and make you question everything. Anyway,
Okay.
like, why is that a different person? When is that happening?
Transylvania is a region in which country?
It's your turn.
My turn.
It's your turn.
Transylvania is a region.
In which country?
The Czech Republic.
No.
No.
Your turn.
I still want to say it like Transylvania.
Transylvania.
Transylvania is
Where is it from?
But where is Transylvania?
Europe.
But what part of, where in Europe?
Couldn't get away with that one.
No, what country in Europe?
Let's go England.
Romania.
Romania, of course it's Romania. Why didn't you
Romania.
tell me, Internet? Come on. Pennsylvania. Rhode Island.
Halloween is
it was
hard.
Czech or,
Oh,
I thought it was
man.
Czech, the Czech Republic or Slovakia, but Romania makes sense. Eastern Europe. That was,
Alright.
it's in the same-ish.
All right. Which actor played Dr. Frank in Furtru?
Dr. Frankenfurter?
Yeah, Frankenfurter in the horror picture show, in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's your turn.
We had a
I
buzzer
don't know.
on
I've
this.
never seen it.
Never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Never.
It's Tim Curry. The answer is Tim Curry. And it's
I feel like-
amazing.
I feel like we made this happen with our conversation.
Fun fact about the Rocky Horror Picture Show
All
is,
right, I got one for.
no, I got to tell my fun Rocky Horror Picture Show fact though, is that Dead Larry has actually toured with a Rocky Horror Picture Show shadow cast, where like they play the movie behind him, they act it out in front of it, and that's Ned's girlfriend / Mark's sister, Bridget, like led this like Rocky Horror Picture Show shadow cast. And we drove out to California and played tons of shows. So I've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show like live with all the props and stuff so many times.
That's awesome.
It was super cool. But it's so like, I normally wouldn't know all this. And if we go more Rocky Horror trivia, I got someday I'll bring Bridget on here and we'll go nuts. It'll be great.
It's not the same as like Rocky.
Not Rocky, not Balboa. It's like Tim Curry in drag and like this like Brad and Janet are lost in the woods. They find this big creepy mansion and chaos ensues. Lots of colors and sex and it's great.
Blair Witch.
Like that.
What is the Blair Witch Project?
Like that, but with way more songs.
Gotta start flipping them.
All right, so it's Joe's question?
My question?
Yep. According to superstition.
Oh wait, I gotta do the higher or lower because I got it right. It's a 6. All right, I'm gonna go. Wouldn't it be cool if it went
It was
6, 6, 6?
I just thought that too.
But I'm gonna say we're like the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go higher than a 6, and it's a 10, and I win. But we're gonna go again. We're gonna reset.
Her cards can stay, right?
Her cards can absolutely stay.
I'm happy for you.
Courtney, I'm sorry.
I'm not very competitive unless I'm already winning, and then I start to get competitive.
All right, so
But
here
normally
we go.
I'm not.
according to superstition, a person born on Halloween has what particular ability?
Someone born on Halloween has a particular ability.
Per superstition.
Per superstition, they can talk to dead people.
That's a good answer. That should be right.
The ability to see and talk to spirits.
Nice.
That was good.
All right. Aces are high, right? I think aces are high.
That's what the agreement was.
That was the agreement
That was
as
the
per
agreement.
before the show.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go lower, higher. 7.
That's
Lower.
the one.
Yep, higher. I busted on the end there. All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Here's
Now it's
the
your
question
question.
for Courtney.
Courtney's
You should get
question.
this one.
Thank you. I feel like
Which
you're
one-
cherry picking questions for me, and I deeply appreciate
We do
that.
cater to our guests here on the Smokin' Joe Show.
Which country celebrates the Day of the Dead starting at midnight on October 31st?
Where is Mexico?
Where would work? All right.
Okay, this is where it all. Okay.
This is where you gotta like make
Oh.
some hard decisions, you know,
Okay.
because you get those 6s and 7s and you just don't know.
About to make you proud, Mom. Okay, it's 4.
4. So higher or lower than 4?
It's gonna be higher.
Well,
That's where you stop.
is that so? You stop there? Do you have to clear? I cleared mine. That's fine. We're just gonna keep going.
But I wanted to lose, so this is going really well for me.
You know, but it's not over.
You're right.
We still have time. All right.
It's not.
Pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
Is this my question?
Yes.
Pumpkin, a fruit, or a vegetable? It's a gourd. Is a gourd a fruit or a vegetable? I'm trying to think about its seed. Its seeds, you know. Vegetable.
Fruit.
It's a fruit?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to let you guess.
That's okay. Moving on. Your question.
My question is, do I have to reset these now?
No, you leave that. And then you
Okay.
just draw another card.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep your progress as is.
Wonderful.
All right. What fruit do people bob at Halloween parties?
Apples.
We do. All right, now pull a card, put it on the 3.
It's a Queen of
It's a
Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Ooh.
Things are looking good. I'm
That's
gonna
good.
go
That's
lower.
a good omen, bruh. All right, got an 8. Higher or lower than an 8. Or you can freeze.
I'm gonna freeze.
All right, we're freezing.
Yeah, I'm gonna freeze.
It is cold out. Up there in the Northland in Minnesota, expect a little bit of snow, what you said.
That's where our son is in Ely. Our son is in Ely right now.
In Ely? But like way farther north than that. Up in the Northwoods. You betcha. All right,
Whose turn is it? Courtney's?
my turn.
Okay. How many people were hanged during the Salem witch trial?
How many people were hanged during the Salem witch trial? Exactly? No idea. So let's say 113 people. Or 12. Either one of those.
19.
19. So closer to 12. You didn't let her guess again. No.
Oh, damn.
It's okay though,
Did
because
you
I
know?
was just thinking, you specifically said the word people, but I was going, I wonder if specifically the word is women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people. I think they might have hung, you know, a witchy man. In there.
Who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas?
A Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton. Did I
All
do
right.
that word right?
Tim Burton. All right, new card. You
New
get to
card.
Put a new card on the 8. You see?
Oh,
It's a king.
low. It's low. It's 7.
All right, 7. Back in the middle.
I'm going for it. Yeah, it feels right.
Higher or lower?
It's lower.
It's lower. It is not. It is the highest card, which is an ace. But as before, we're going to leave your progress there. So all you have to do is get one. So we'll replace it. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this.
Yes.
I'm making up rules. All right.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's my show. I don't- So rules are just a guideline in these games. So then as soon as whoever the next winner is the winner chicken dinner. So this is I'm giving you an extreme advantage. You have to get 1 card. I have to get 5. But I already won once. That was practice. Next question.
All right. Which vampire said, "Don't be afraid. I'm going to give you the choice I never had"?
Which vampire said that?
Yes, from Interview with the Vampires.
Don't. What's it? Like, I got a name. Is it Dracula? No? It's the only one. It's the only one I know.
Brad Pitt. Is an acceptable answer.
It's a Hollywood vampire.
It might have been his character.
I think it was his character.
I think it was too, now that you think about
What is it?
That's an answer.
That's an answer.
Jason?
No, it's list
Oh wait,
tax.
so I did
Yeah,
that
put
right?
it on the 7.
Less-
put on 7.
List tax is the.
All right,
the character.
less tax.
And that was Brad Pitt?
I don't know.
Hard to say.
It was.
say
All right, so you got 8. You got 8, higher or lower.
I'm gonna go with lower again
For the
because
game.
consistently, it hasn't happened yet, but it's the 3rd time, and
All right, let's do it.
It's got a 6.
It is a 6, so yeah, here we go.
Thank
hope
you.
you all have
Thank
learned-
you for letting me.
Absolutely, you are the most amazing, bigger, smaller player I've ever seen.
We are the most tied it's
We are-
ever
yeah.
been. Good
Well,
job.
yeah, we'll have a rematch in the future time with this, with higher stakes, and maybe buzzers.
Ooh, buzzers, yes.
Buzzers, we'll add
Like
some
a buzzer.
buzzers to the budget here eventually. But we're going to cut to a video of yours that I will look up right now. The song is Don't Move.
Oh,
What do
I
you
wonder when this is from.
Hard to say. It could be any time in
Okay.
your history of your career. So
Great.
If you
Go
look,
for
that's it.
Oh, wow.
So when is that from, and what can you say about it? Do you want to preface it with anything, or just want to let it go?
Yeah, this is from, I believe, 2015. And I just had my phone that was like a really cruddy Samsung and a flashlight and a piece of paper. And I just decided to make this video about, somebody kind of really searching for that light and that inner peace and never quite being able to find it, but getting that help from someone else, and how relationships in a way, whether they're romantic or not, are quite healing. But I really love the inner child. And when I thought about, well, like if I was, 4 or 5 in my prime, how would I express this video? I'm like, I probably would draw stick figures.
There you go.
So I figured I'll do this very adult, intimate, vulnerable video with something really childlike and overly simplified that tells quite a magnificent story of 2 people coming together to kind of combined energy when one or the other doesn't have quite enough.
There you go. That's awesome. So here's the video, without further ado, for Don't Move.
Don't move, don't move. I know you swore in 2004 you saw me across the room. Guys come and go, girls stay then go too. So I take your hand and I lace my fingers through. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. How we're crawling to your bed, how we're coming to your room. And when there is nothing left, I'll say don't move. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't move, don't move. I know you swore so many times before, the old is safer than the new. Girls come and go, guys stay then go too. So I take your hands and I pull your fingers through. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. How we're crawling to your bed, how we're coming to your room. Don't move, don't move. You're not going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, we are back. We are back and we are table free.
Yes.
So that was the video for Don't Move. And then John came in and said that was the most captivating video that he thought. So
There's
sorry.
not very many videos, to be fair.
Content
but-
is tough. You know, 'cause making videos, but at the same time, sometimes it can just be make a stick figure
Yeah.
people's story. So for people who are new to your music, which will hopefully be a lot of people, you know, because we can get a lot of people to be like, hey, who are you? Where are you from? And did you grow up there? It's like, what's a quick early you?
I'll do this answer as quickly as I possibly can.
Well, it's usually extensive. People have moved a lot.
Yeah, I was born in Des Moines, but we moved once a year up until the age of 9. We moved to upstate New York
Oh, cool.
because online dating was really prevalent around then, and my mom found some love, so we went that
Nice.
way.
Found love in upstate New York.
And then, you know how life can go. So her parents lived in Ottumwa, so we moved back to Iowa. Then when I kind of got my first vindication of freedom after graduating and being of service to many jobs and schools, I just decided Des Moines was where I wanted to be because I knew that's where the people were and didn't really look back, and I've been living there since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long has it been in Des Moines?
Almost 10 years.
Nice.
Yes.
I like Des
just
Moines.
turned
It's really
30.
come around too. Like, I mean, you know, when I was growing up, Des Moines wasn't nearly as artsy and really as music and art friendly as it is now.
It's amazing, and I think a lot of thanks go to not only the culinary community, because so many people are creating amazing restaurants that the community is supporting, but there's a comedy scene that just
Nice.
brings people out. There's a music scene with all different styles, all different varieties. And even so, Des Moines is still pretty split. As much as it's growing and changing from even 5 years ago, I can hardly recognize it with just how much more colorful, how much
Yeah.
more it's supported, all the events that we have. It's quite extraordinary, its evolution every single year, so I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
I agree, I
No,
love
I've
Des Moines.
noticed, you know, like been traveling Des Moines from Iowa City. That's where I grew up. So I've been traveling Des Moines a lot in the last decade or decade and a half. Yeah, it's changed a lot more events, a lot more things, a lot more art installations, a lot more, you know,
Color.
farmers markets, a lot
Yes.
better food, and like, you know, yeah, it's great. So let's see, how would you, this is an impossible question followed by lots of impossible questions. How would you describe your music? Like, what's it about for you?
That is tricky because
It is.
it's ever changing. So I think, you know, you put something on an album or you record something and it automatically, the brain really wants to compare. Be like, it sounds like this, or this is the genre, this is what
Yeah.
it is. So much of it is, it's capturing emotion, and it's capturing that emotion that's put into these lyrics that have really become kind of a compass of belief systems, or at least a compass of figuring out what the songs are ultimately for me, my own emotions, because those can
Fair.
be quite confusing sometimes. Or
I get that.
yeah, it's so, I really would call it Americana because I like how that blends a lot of different ideas and styles. And I had a mom that listened to Madonna and a dad who listened to Garth Brooks. And so I was like,
Madonna, Americana.
I'm like, we're gonna try this.
Garth Brooks, Americana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just throw lots of words out, like especially with singer-songwriter stuff like folk Americana. It's like, it's lyrically driven stuff. you
Yes.
know? It's like a lot of times there's stories.
Yeah, content and message is really important to me. So even if the song sounds lovely or can really, I believe people make music nowadays that just like it gets people feeling so good, or if it's even what some would call more aggressive music, sometimes that's just freeing for a lot of others.
Right.
But for me, it's really about the message and what it's saying, because I know sometimes I've needed to hear something so badly, and then to be able to reiterate that in a language that works for so many different types of personalities and ages. That's ultimately my goal, is how can I speak, 100 languages within this English language so that somebody hears what they need to hear. And usually that's saying something entirely complicated very simplistically.
Exactly. It's exactly right. That's exactly what you got to do. No,
Buzzer.
I agree.
Good job.
No, that's perfect.
I won that game.
That's exactly correct. No, it's like taking these large emotions, and also like you're not only writing it because this is how you are. It's like for me, a lot of times I'll write something the first or second time I feel a certain way, and I'll be like, I want to remember this, and I want to be more like that all the time. So I'll write it as a reminder to myself of how I'd like to be more often.
Yes.
So like,
as soon as it comes out of your mouth and you hear yourself too, you're like, oh God, now I'm checking in. Here we go.
Yeah. It's like, oh, am I really doing what I told myself to do in this song years ago? It's like, better figure that out. Yeah.
I think it makes it happen naturally.
It does. And you play shows and you sing it over and over, and then you realize that you're being held to this standard, sort of, so you hold yourself to a higher standard. It's generally pretty good. So musical influences, you said Madonna, Garth Brooks.
Not my musical influences,
But I mean, they're
of course.
in the house, you know what I mean? So they influenced you. If it was in your ears as a kid, they definitely influenced you, whether you like it or not.
I think the first bands, musicians that really just rocked my world, that made me do that, what is this feeling? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bon Iver, brought up earlier. I love Modest Mouse so much. And I really love the Dixie Chicks. My dad would like put me in his truck and like back gravel roads and like ask me what every song was. And they're also just fantastic musicians. And it's just so aggressively country with bluegrass roots that I just really like when it's that 80s style of country. So we had a conversation with one of the band members once. They're like, how would you describe the music? I'm like, Dixie Chicks meets Modest Mouse.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah, I'd say my biggest influences are like Paul Simon, Radiohead, and Metallica.
Oh yeah.
So like that's a weird mix too.
I need that record.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I'd say my new band Iron Star is like the most I've ever been able to mix those three. John, yeah, he likes those things too.
Sorry, John, my microphone.
I don't know about Metallica. Do you like Metallica? Metallica, up to like 2000s or so, and then you start to lose people. you know that old thing. Anyway, so who's the first person who developed your interest in music? I'd say for like example for me, it was definitely my dad. Like bought me a guitar, taught me chords, encouraged songwriting. My mom and dad both like sang all the time at home.
So that's really great. I love that you got that for an environment. Sure. I think that really helps nurture it.
My parents bought me a drum set when I was 9.
Okay, because you know
That's
what I was going to tell you?
No one does that. Who does that?
Every Christmas, I asked for a drum set.
Yeah.
Where's that
Did you destroy boxes with drumsticks until you got one? Because that's what I did.
I sat on a boombox and I would like hit my finger on it where the microphone was with a tape to make rhythm.
Oh yeah.
And I would sing into
like that's the kick drum.
Yes.
Like,
it was a me bus. But
you do what you gotta do.
It'd be my dad too, because of his passion for music, and he's a good singer.
Was that a real statement? He's a great singer.
Yes, but we would do this like in the car country stuff where he would always like put on the radio, be like, "Who's singing this, and what song is it?"
That's a dad thing.
So I mean, ever since I was little.
Was it ever The Who? And then he would laugh at you because who's singing this? I don't know who. Yep.
No, he would never listen to The Who.
My dad did that to me. Like I'd say once a week.
Yeah. But they ended up they divorced pretty young. So I mean, I think that kind of pain at a young age, which a lot of our generation experiences divorce pretty potently. But there wasn't any instruments, there wasn't any kind of nurture for music. I was just always, and this is probably my obsession with lyrics at this point, where I was just always writing songs in my head. Like just constantly, I had songs written out, I would go home and make mixtapes or sing into the little ta-ta-ta. And then after I turned 16, 17, I got a job and saved up for a guitar and taught myself how to play guitar. For the last couple of years, I've been teaching myself how to play piano. So as much as their love for music maybe inspired ultimately some genre picking when it's come to creating music, I think it was kind of in the blood and in the soul because I just couldn't stop writing even from so young.
Yeah, so lyrics came first, obviously, then.
Yeah.
Like it was all lyrics and then you'd put music to it? would you say?
I couldn't put music to it until I learned a guitar.
Right, but eventually
But then
you
yes,
would.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now that's changed because sometimes, I'm sure you experience that too, sometimes it's like the guitar or whatever instrument you're picking comes in first.
Right, yeah,
and
well,
then
you're like,
it
well,
just
that's
depends.
neat, whatever that is, and you're like, boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
boop. You come up with the melody right away, and then you fit the words to the melody. But yeah, but I think a lot of people, I don't know, like I know a lot of musicians that don't hear lyrics in songs until like the 5th or 6th time they listen to it, because for them it's about the groove, it's about these pieces of, you know, instrumentation that they really like, and that's what they like about music, and the words, you know, they could,
Kind of fit in.
yeah, they, you know,
Yeah.
that's later, but it's all good. You have 2 albums,
Yes.
Thoughts and Sound from 2015, Tie Your Tongue, Bite Your Lip from last year. So tell us a bit about them, touch on them.
So if you look at the album covers, like one album is, can't hear me now, but one album is
Oh,
from
you
like
can.
here up. And the hair kind of goes into like this split between like a big city and complete nature.
Oh, cool, I like
And I just feel like the brain is so split anyway. So it's a very analytical, very wordy album, but it's all kind of, you know, how in the world, like all these things I'm thinking, all these things that I want to understand, how can they be expressed? Which transferred into that newer album of Tie Your Tongue, Bite Your Lip of, man, if I couldn't ever say these things and they were so stuck in thought, like what would I say if I could? So even the singing is a little bit different from the album to the next because I really wanted to just like, almost like scream it. It's not a screamo record.
Sometimes screaming
but-
is good, and you know,
Yes.
like you build to a scream,
Yes. So
in my opinion.
it kind of transfers into the ideas of getting out of the head and really taking that time to think about something before expressing it. And then when the expression comes, how sometimes there's a lot of hindrance in wanting to bite your lip or tie your tongue or getting tongue tied because of that unsureness, whether it's in confidence or how much you understand it. And I was like, I know I'm not the only one that thinks or feels this way. And these 2 albums just went hand in hand right together.
Yeah, and I'm sure you found that, as you said before, you know, you take these complicated ideas, you state them simply, and you put them on a record, and you put them out in the world, that people hear that, needed to hear it, and then they come back to you, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
That has to have happened.
Or have you ever felt just so like choked, just that you couldn't get it out?
Yeah.
It is one of the most imprisoning feelings. And I was just like, there has to be a way to like either guide myself out of this or guide others out of it. So I don't know if that record does it quite for every situation, but definitely in a love language kind of way. It did it for me, so I just imagine there's someone else.
Yeah, there's got to be at least a
comparable.
few. You know, well, I heard a recent statistic, so I mean, I don't know how accurate this statistic is, but that only 13% of people have physiological reactions to music, like can get goosebumps.
15%?
Or chill, 13.
Oh,
So you're talking 13% of the whole world that reacts physically to music, which I definitely do.
oh yeah, I
You
could
know.
cry.
You know, but then you think about, well, that's still a pretty good chunk of all people everywhere. So out of that, you know, you just get these smaller and smaller percentages, but at the same time, like in terms of 8 billion, you know, people in the world, like that's a lot of people that react to music and so strongly that it like changes them.
You don't think that says anything about music, do you?
I have no idea. I mean, there's so many implications of that statistic. Like, does that mean that that's the people that buy records and like obsess over music? Because not everyone gets as obsessed over music as like you or I would.
Yeah.
You know, it's just background noise. You know, it's like nice theme songs and shit.
Yep.
Let's see. If you feel comfortable and want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Being a woman in a male-dominated industry, how has that affected you personally? Do you have any like stories or just general observations over? Has it gotten any better? Is there any specific areas? What was that, babe? Or advice for women coming up in the industry, especially. I think the most important thing we can do is convince young boys and girls especially that they can be any part of the music industry they want, and that's not weird. You know what I mean? Like that, just raise everyone to know that they can do the jobs and sing the songs.
Well, I appreciate you even asking about comfort level. I am comfortable with that. Thank you. And
I don't want
it's
to
come
put you
up.
on the spot.
Oh yeah, no. It's like you said, the normalcy of making these things transparent and talking about them is good to normalize it. I would say if you are interested in professionally doing music, just like professionally doing anything, whether that means getting a mentor, sitting down and collecting information, work with other professionals. Because I have noticed professionals are aware of the dialogue, they're aware of the issues, and it's a really good thing to bring to the table immediately.
Yeah.
With hiring newer bandmates, we have these conversations right off the bat. With, you know, producing records or recording in studios, the only times anything kind of even got strangely gendered rolled, it always was due to a lack of professionality. And so just really be careful who you're working with, and not even be careful because there shouldn't be fear, but it's okay to ask people questions and tell them what you need up front. And if that is professionality, if that is, hey, like, let's figure out the way we communicate before we move forward, that changes everything in these professional or hopefully professional situations.
Right.
Because ultimately you're developing a language to work with someone, and even though all these things do exist, feeding them only makes them exist in the present moment constantly. So it's kind of redirecting the narrative and redirecting the conversation and finding the way, the strategic and kind way out of it, which is, hey, this is what's going on, but this is how we're gonna do it. And then that becomes the new story. And then when people hear this story told more often, that becomes what is going to ultimately exist.
Right.
So,
And it just, yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't become separate. It just brings it all together.
So know who you're working with, and it's okay to ask questions and tell your needs right off the bat. Telling people your needs in any situation is a good thing.
That makes sense. That's good. That's good advice. It's good to ask for advice, Angela. Okay, what else do you have coming up? 2019, 2020, big plans?
Yes.
Big moves?
In the process of, I thought I finished it, but now I want more songs, of writing a third record.
Nice.
So everything kind of moved down from, you know, like head to mouth. Now we're more in the heart, emotional area.
Nice.
So it's a completely different album than the last two, because I like when they change. But I've got about a dozen songs for that one picked, and there's kind of more growing. So it's just a process of demoing that and really just falling in love with every single song as it comes. And then for shows, there's the Kansas City Porch Fest on October 12th.
Nice.
So if there's any Missouri people, we'll go that way.
I know some folks in Kansas City. Like I said, whiskey for the ladies from Kansas City. I know I got some hometown Iowa friends that moved out to Kansas City, so it is possible they're watching.
Yeah, it's a fun
Or
little
will
festival.
watch in the future.
But
Nice.
those are the things I'm most excited for.
Nice.
And just watching the Des Moines community keep thriving. It's
Yeah.
just fantastic. I've been looking forward to this too. This is
good.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
fun.
really grateful.
Well, you know, you kind of get a chance to like actually explain a bit more who you are than like try and like, you know, I mean, the music and on this show comes last. So like you get to learn, at least my friends and fans get to learn all about my guest and then hear them play. So there's so much context.
Yes.
So that when they're
Builds
finally
it up.
able to hear them play, it's like, oh, I get it. You know, because sometimes it's hard to explain who you are in 3.5 minute song.
Yeah.
You know, or that's like a tiny piece.
I think it's hard
but-
to explain who you are
Ever.
in any amount of
Yeah.
time, in 30 years.
And who you are
I'm
changes.
working on it.
You're like, well, yeah, that, but also now it's this. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we'll get switched over to the music unless there's anything else you'd like to tell the adoring public here on the internet
Well, thanks
or in the
for
studio.
being here and listening. Can I talk about the song I'm going to play?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to play the last song off the new record, Tie Your Tongue, Bite Your Lip. It's called Doorway. The whole album kind of begins with a door and ends with a door and takes you through the story. And since it's the last song here, might as well play last song off the record. I really like this song because it represents so many things that I've been working on, kind of like the songs we were singing to ourselves, and it's been working. So I found myself standing at a door, knocking on it, and feeling like it was forever. I was so impatient, and then having that moment of realization where I was like, I'm going to be on the other side of this door for so much more time than I'll even enjoy passing through this doorway. And then it made me realize how unimportant it was to always trying to be getting into the next room when the most precious moment was arriving, was entering. And I was like, oh, that's a love song. So
Nice.
I kind of imagined
I like
it
that.
standing in this doorway of like a hallway of doorways where it's just always in the moment and you never really leave one side or go into the next room. You just enjoy it.
That's good. Yeah, being present in the current moment. It's good. So we'll go to a quick little Halloween ad while we grab the guitar and set up the mic, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Right back. Right back.
standing in the hall. You come up the stairs, I'm up against a wall, like a pretty picture frame, just trying to refrain and not say anything at all. And I wish you would stay in my doorway, where I would make you my only, and love me like you mean it. Hold me till the morning, if only for a moment. Light coming through the windows, and the lines across your face, right there on your cheekbones. And wish you would stay in my doorway, where I would make you my only, where you don't have to be so lonely, and love me like you mean it. Hold me till the morning, love me like you mean it, if only for a moment.
Are you doing the one? You want to do that one? You good?
I think that was
the last
perfect.
One. Perfect? Good.
I don't deserve to do another one. I cheated on the game.
Hey, we embrace, freestyle playing. We'll call it that.
Thanks.
Don't you? Well, let's see. Courtney Krause, everybody, check her out on the internet. Let's say I assume you're all over. Courtney Krause is easy to find.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Facebook, Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Apple Music, iTunes, all that stuff.
All of them. Stick figure videos on YouTube, but Instagram I think is the most fun.
Instagram is my fun fact, and I don't know, it's a surprise for all of you out there. What, you want me to tell them?
What's our secret?
Huh?
What's our secret?
Oh, I have a secret about my Instagram.
Fun fact, Instagram is a secret.
Instagram is a secret.
And you'll be revealing it on the next show.
Yeah, the next show.
But you'll say that at the end of every show now.
Then next time. No, actually, we're off for the next couple weeks. I'm going to try and pop in next Thursday live from my phone from wherever my wife and I are in California. Yes. But I'm not going to do a whole show. I'm just going to be like, what's up, dudes? I'm Cali. I'll have my tank tops on and, board shorts stuff. But let's see, coming up at the end of the month, we got Skalloween, October 25th at the Turf Club, Space Monkey Mafia, Rocksteady Breakfast, Prize Fighters, Something to Do. And then we also have the Monster Mash show coming up October 31st. And both shows are at the Turf Club here in Minneapolis. So thanks for coming. Thanks for being on the show. And
this is so much fun.
I'm glad. And you can watch it immediately. It's on Facebook immediately, or it'll be on YouTube within the next day.
Can I come back, and the next time can we ask questions and play cribbage?
We can. Yes, I will relearn cribbage. I feel like I learn cribbage every 3 years and immediately forget.
My grandma's waiting for you to come play cribbage.
So I will brush up on my cribbage and play with the grandmas and you.
I just want to actually beat you at something.
Oh, you can. There's plenty of things that I am not good at all.
I'm only good at writing songs and playing cribbage.
Nice.
I want to do those things here.
We'll do them both next time. Courtney Krause, thank you so much. Thank you, audience, for being here. And my past self will play us out.
Yes.
Because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. Oh, I love you. You know, sometimes you got troubles. So many troubles. They're getting you down. But you don't have to worry about your troubles no more, 'cause well, I'll always be around, because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. I love you.